The judges have left.
You have never made your contempt clearer. But in your eyes, the shame which you inflict on me by your words is nothing compared with the shame which would be attached to you by the marriage.
Father is a synagogue caretaker. He sweeps the floor.
My desire to get married rests on a sound idea. To establish a home, become independent. I would have a family, which I believe is the best that a man can achieve. It's certainly the best that you have achieved. I would be your equal. My shame and your tyranny would be at an end, and as an idea you too find this appealing, but in reality there is an obstacle. Just as there is in a child's game, when one grasps the wrist of another and says, "Go away. Go away. Why won't you go away?" Except in our case it's much more complicated, because when you say go away, you mean it. Your personality holds me, or more accurately, it holds me down.
You should have gone away many years ago.
Can we move on to the end of the prosecution's case? And the guilty verdict? And the execution?
All right? Oh. So. Why not got married? True obstacle is me. Spiritually, I'm not fit for marriage. The actual case is irrelevant. From the moment I decide on marriage, I can't sleep. My head burns. I lose all my life. I just stagger from day to day. I have countless concerns, and I worry over them because I'm melancholic and pedantic, but none of my concerns are fundamental. They're just worms feeding on the corpse of my engagement.
Why should you have this contempt for yourself? It's still beyond me. We all have our problems. Man is born unto trouble as the sparks fly upwards.
But much more important than this, much more important than this, it's the fear about myself. In the sense that in my writing, and everything that goes with it, there's a hope of independence and escape. And it's my duty. It's my very life to preside over this hope and protect it against danger, and even protect it against the possibility of danger. And marriage is one such possible danger. It may also be a great help, but as it is a possible danger, I have to guard against it.
I've heard it said that your writing is praised by those who understand it. You're known Berlin, Vienna, and Munich, and Prague. You're not nothing. You just like to pretend.
But the greatest obstacle to marriage can no longer be uprooted. It is my conviction that in order to raise and guide a family, I would have to be like you. Such has been my life with you, and such are my prospects for the future.
And such was the case of the prosecution. And now, just a couple of words for the defence, even though the verdict is decided. You suggest that I make things easier for myself by blaming everything on you,
my ungrateful son. But do you, in contrast, make things harder for yourself? No. You make them better. To start, you want to shed all guilt and responsibility, so here we are the same. But whereas I am open and frank and tell you it is your fault, you are far too clever and far too subtle to be so direct. You too say I am innocent, but between the lines, my guilt appears. Between the arguments about nature and character and contrasts and helplessness, you make it clear that I attacked you, and you only reacted in self-defense. For example, you wanted to get married, and you didn't get married. Well, that's what you said, more or less, and so you got engaged. And I got you out of it without you having to do anything. You had your means of escape, in that I was concerned about the disgrace this union would bring to my name. But I didn't forbid it. I held myself back. I let you make your own choice. And what good did it do me? None. My aversion to your marriage shouldn't have restrained you, given, as you call it, your desire to escape. It should have spurred you on. For an unwanted marriage would have made that escape complete. Nor did my consent to your marriage bring an end to your reproaches. You are still able to prove that I stopped it. And all this does is confirm to me that it is my reproaches that were justified. All of them. But I should have added that you are insincere, a sycophant, and a parasite. And I'll wait for the executioners in my cell. Goodbye.
Father, it's hard to escape you. You're in my mind, today and every day. Yet still I try to exercise you, for in my mind we argue, always. The words I hear you say undermine me, even when they're my own invention. I know my justifications are too neat, and life cannot be reduced to little arguments which fit together so neatly, like a child's puzzle. We're not a jigsaw puzzle. No. Not all our pieces fit. Dearest Father, recently you asked me why I maintain that I'm afraid of you.